Hello everybody, and welcome to Farming Simulator 19. If I could maybe get some words out, that would be a good start. Some of you may know I've been away for many months now, and I've decided, oh, I'll come back, I'll do some videos, we'll see what happens. And well, here we are, back on FS19. And some of you may already recognise this map. It's not one I've actually played on much before, but this is Somerset Farms. I thought I'd give it a shot. It looks like quite a decent map. I've not done a great deal in the way of prep, if I'm being completely honest. Got a couple of tractors. I got this because it's blue and shiny, and well, I like shiny, and I got this because it's not shiny. It's my logic on both of those. We've got an animal trailer. We'll get back to that shortly. We're going to be using that fairly early on in this episode. And over here you just see off in the distance there we've got a cultivator. Then we will be using that shortly along with that front weight there. And one of the other things I've done is I've put in this building over here. This isn't part of the map by standard. This is a sheep husbandry building. It does opens out the way. Nice. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some sheep husbandry here. We're not running seasons, mainly because I didn't know if you guys wanted a seasons let's play or not. So I thought I'd take the easy option, I'd not do seasons. If you want seasons in the future, let me know. I'm going to not do too big of a series with this one. I'm going to aim for somewhere around the 15 episode mark. If it's a little bit less, then that's fine. If it's a little bit more, that's also fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to straight away jump in to the New Holland, and we need to go and get some sheep. So we're going to need to connect up to this trailer, and I parked this in literally the worst place ever, so I actually have to come in from the other way. I thought it'd be cool to park it there. It took me about 15 minutes to actually reverse it in there. Shouldn't take me that long to get it back out. I just have to come back out over this way. Because there's no way it'll get around that corner. Because it's deceptively long, this trailer. So let's find out where we get sheep from. Like I said, I've never played on this map before. I don't know where anything is other than the shops there, the farms there. Everything seems very bright, but that might just be me. So it just seems like it's up past the shop to the animal dealer. And we'll go and fill the trailer with them. Now, I think I have front loader attachments on this, but I'm not 100% sure. But what I would like to do is buy another front loader anyway. The equipment I've shown you is all the equipment we have. The main reason for that is because I want you guys to decide what equipment we get. I've been away for that long. I'm not expecting responses straight away, but if there is any responses, feel free to let me know, and I will try and accommodate wherever possible. Now the other thing to bear in mind is this series is not going to run particularly long, and pure and simple reason for that is what I plan on doing is play this map for a little while, get back into the swing of things, get a feel for what you guys want to see and that kind of thing, and then move to another map and take our money and equipment and animals with us. So if there is a particular type of machine that you'd like, then let me know, because we may get it in the future. Bear in mind that not going to magically cheat money in, so if a machine costs more than we have, I won't be able to get it. Starting with 82,000, I figured that was enough, given that there are some bits of equipment that we need to buy. We do have some fields. This is the way I'm supposed to go. Yes. Yeah, up here. So I did decide to take quite a substantial break from YouTube. No particular reason for it, I just felt like a change. And well, I'm back, and I've got a couple of equipment changes as well. I had this before, but I have a Logitech G920 steering wheel that I am using. I don't know how many this can take. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a view of those. Very, very animated sheep. Yes, awesome. Don't know how many's in there, doesn't tell me. There is some sheep, I think. Off the top of my head, I think it's 13 or 14. What I'd like to do is get 2 runs. I'm going to do the first one on camera, the second one I will do off camera, but when we get these ones in, we'll give them a bit of water. We're not running seasons, so they're not going to die. But we'll give them a bit of water, and then I need to go and work on a field, or at least get some field work started. You may notice that I'm using realistic vehicle physics. I can't remember exactly what that mod's called, but I can get stuck in fields and things like that. It's fun, exciting, cool and stuff. So we'll see if we can not get stuck in fields, but what it does mean is a trailer full of apparently excessively heavy sheep means that the brakes on this tractor are like ball tops. Am I gonna be able to overtake him? I feel like it's a bad idea. I think there is a car coming. We'll find out. We survived. It's a miracle. Some of you may be wondering if I'll be returning to live streaming and things like that, and the short answer to that one is yes. The long answer is at some point. I'm planning on streaming fairly soon, but I don't know what game or when or anything like that. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. But yeah, I will be streaming again sooner rather than later. I would like to get back to it fairly soon. As to indicate on a corner, it's fine. As for the lengths of these episodes, honestly I have no idea. I'm going to less plan the episodes out by their length and more by the tasks that I want to achieve in each episode. But what we're going to try and do with the in-game time is work it so that it's 1 episode per in-game day. And on that note, I don't know what the upload schedule is going to be like on these videos. This is not the only game that I want to record. So we'll just have to see what ends up happening with that one. Probably need to open the gate. I'd expect the gate needs to be opened. I like how the gate opens with enthusiasm. Gonna assume it's about there. Yeah, there we go. I should have checked how many that was. Just pull the tractor out there. Close the gate. Don't want our new sheep escaping. Alright, I didn't realise that bolt showed the water level. The water trough is over here. I put the pipe in it. Made it look like it was somewhat plumbed in. But I never actually realised that... Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe it's... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Alright, let's see if we can figure out how many animals we've got. 13 of them. So, that was close. I thought it was 14, but it's 13, that's fine. So they are going to be very miserable in there with no food. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out the way somewhere. And we're going to jump into the MB track and get to work on a field. Dodgy reversing skills. I will do is I'll actually park this in here somewhere. I'll just run over and get the MB track. I do like MB tracks, some of you may know that. MB tracks are some of my favourite tractors in real life. I also like Class, but we'll get to them later on in this Let's Play. But what I'll do is I'll get everything connected up. I'll just show you the land that we have. As you can see, we've got field 12, 9, 23 and 28. Field 9, we're going to cultivate. I don't know if we're going to do that necessarily today. Field 23, I would like that as grass. I'd also like field 24. How much does that cost? More than I'm willing to spend. Alright, so we'll do field 9 with the cultivator. I almost went the wrong way there. So I'll get everything hooked up and I'll be back when we get over there. Okay guys, here we are at the field. It took me longer than I care to admit to get in this field. It went sideways, and not even in the fun sense. But the main reason I want to do this field, well, cultivate this field, is because it's potatoes. Don't have any interest in doing potatoes right now. And also, a lot of these fields on this map I've found have like mixed crops in them, which is okay to a point. It's fine. It's just it's a bit weird. So what I'd like to do is get this field very quickly cultivated. I'm going to do maybe 2 passes of the headlands and then see about getting a hired worker on it, but I'm not sure if this tractor has the power to do it. Which is unfortunate because I've got this tractor specifically for this task. I think what we'll do is we'll have this as a grass field. That seems like an okay choice of a grass field. Unless field 12 is a grass field. No, it is not. That's fine. We'll have this as a grass field, and that's what will supply our like grass and hay and stuff for the sheep. So what I'll do is there'll be a jump cut in a minute after I get this, this little bit here done. I'll nip back off in the New Holland and get 13 more sheep and see how many times I have to come back to get the hired worker unstuck, if you will. So I'll see if I can show it, but it's not doing too bad, but you actually do sink into the ground. It's very entertaining. Slightly frustrating, but very entertaining. Yeah, I'll get this finished off and more sheep like I said, and I will be back in just a minute guys. Okay guys, that is this field now completely cultivated. I ended up having to do it myself with the New Holland. I'm not sure if anyone else has this problem or if it's just me, but hired workers and cultivators, it never goes well. It generally ends up, they do one pass, try and turn around and then reversing endlessly until they hit an object. And also the MB track just didn't seem to have the power. Is that still in the ground? No, it's not. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'd like to fertilise that field with something. I'll come back for the MB track. I've just left it at the side of the field just now. But I'd like to fertilise it with something. But I don't have anything to do that with, and nor do I have any sort of fertilizer. I don't have really anything. What you've seen is literally everything that we have. But I did get the rest of the sheep there in the pasture there. I went for brown ones because why not? We're down to 44,500 though, which is concerning. Already spent about half of our money. But I can see me using the New Holland quite a bit more than the MB track, which is not what I'd actually expected when I got the two of these. I expected the New Holland would be the one that I always leave on a hired worker. And expected to use the MB track quite a lot myself, but that's obviously not how it's going to work. That's fine. So drop that off there, and what we need is we're going to need some kind of flatbed of some fashion. So I'll find a flatbed. We also need a sprayer, manure spreader, slurry tank, something along those lines, and we're probably going to need some kind of front loader, not that we can actually afford one. I mean, I could just get the front loader attachments for this, which is probably what I'll do, but I'll get everything bought and things like that, and I will be back in just a moment. Okay guys, what I've got here is I went and bought myself this Amazon ZAX Perfect solid fertilizer spreader and that Fleagle trailer over there. I went and got the front loader attachments for this, tried to colour match as best I can, but obviously it's a metallic blue. Front loader attachments don't have the metallic blue option. I went and got 4 bales as well. That's to feed the sheep that I will do at the end of this episode. But for now, what I want to do is spread fertilizer on field 9. Unfortunately, we are now down to £12,000. But because we're not playing seasons, we do get 800 or something quid a day, around 4 o'clock every day. That is the additional finance mod, government subsidy type thing that happens that isn't those slightly OP signs. So we'll get this field fertilised, which won't take long because I believe this is a 15-metre spread on this, somewhere around that mark anyway. We'll just have a little look. That's very zoomed in. Let's see. So this will definitely not take as long. I don't want to put a time lapse in on the first episode, so I might cut some of this out, but we'll just see how long it takes. But like I said before, this is going to be our grass field. We'll get it seeded in the next episode. We'll also get our sheep fed in this one. That's I don't know. I think it's because I cultivate the crop and it's technically been fertilised, but I'm gonna do it anyway. At least then I know it's done. We'll have a look at the screen afterwards and see what the deal is with all that. The one thing I'm not sure of with this map is if it has fill points built in as such. So I bought the solid fertilizer on a pallet, but it's not the end of the world. You know, we don't have an awful lot of money, but that's fine. We've got plenty of fields that are almost ready to harvest. Now we're obviously just gonna hire a harvester to deal with those at the time, but I'm not entirely sure when those are. And once this field is grass, we'll save a couple of bales for the sheep, and the rest of them will turn to silage, and then we'll have loads of money. Well, not loads of money, this isn't a particularly big field for that, but it'll be enough money. So yeah, this is a not bad spreader, and it was quite cheap as well. So we'll take this back to the farm, we'll drop off the spreader, and we'll go pick up the MB track, we'll get the sheep fed, and we'll probably call the episode there. Wonder if the sheep have done any wool yet. Without food, I'm not sure if they do or not. I'd be surprised if they do. But we will find out. Now, we're just heading back to the farm now with the MB track. I've put the spreader away. I want to keep this farmyard tidy. I have a very, very bad habit of trashing every farm that I play on, whether it's for a series or just playing myself. It just ends up very messy. So we'll put equipment away. Apart from the livestock trailer, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to put that just now, so where it is probably fine. I need to work on some key binding issues that I've come across while recording this episode, so I'll work on that between this one and the next one. But for now, let's get these sheep fed. Now, presumably, food goes in there. I don't know if a bale will fit through this door, but we'll find out. I'll risk doing 2. Because what's the worst that can happen? Now the bale should fit, but I need to come at that at a bit of a better angle. That's a thing that's yeah, it's going well. It's not something I'd normally do in cab, but I like the challenge. Can I just leave these here? I'm presuming this is where they go. Just help. No, maybe not. Don't tell me I have to shred the bales. That'll be where the wool goes, I presume. That's for water. They don't have a feeding trough in here, do they? No. Well, let me figure this one out and I'll come back to you. Okay, well the bale disappeared. I think the trigger's just a bit off. It disappeared around here. Oh, that's a beautiful shed right there. Not exactly what I wanted to see, but you know. Was one enough? I don't know, maybe the bale just disappeared into the abyss. Let's find out, do they even need another bale? Yes, they do. There's a roundabout here that it... There we go, so it has to go over the fence, or on the fence if you will. That's fine now that we know that. Let's give them the other 2. Of course now I'm facing the wrong way, because you know, I like to make things easy for myself. And that's my new trailer that I'm marking up already. This is why I can't have nice things. See if I can. Yes, this is not the most ideal place to do this. Ah, my trailer. Yes, let's reverse into the hedge now. This would probably be easier with a skid steer. Alright, one of them went. See if I can just suggest gently that the other one goes. No, they might not need that other one. Which, to be honest, I kind of hope they don't, because I bought 4 hoping that they would last a little while. Let's see. Well. Oh no, they don't. Okay, cool. Just throwing a bale around as if it's made of not hay. Yeah, that can sit there. And let's just do a bit of tidying up. Oh, messed that up. Can't even see what I crashed into there. Probably the really big barn that's hard to miss. I think I'll put this trailer in one of these bays here, not that the trailer necessarily needs to be undercover. Like I said, I want to keep a clean farm. I've messed that up. Welcome to Struggling to Reverse Simulator. Don't even think this is really going to fit, to be honest. Oh well. I'll drop that off there. We'll put this tractor back and then we'll go and get the New Holland. I'm presuming that the wool goes to the other part of the other trigger that we've seen. So I'm guessing that means that without food the sheep won't create wool, which is perfectly understandable. The area that I'm on about is just through here. I'm presuming that's where the wool comes in. These doors are closable. I think all these lights are off. Is there a light switch? There is. Look at that. There's space up there. I can maybe store bills up there. This is also a door that you can close. We'll just put this away. And in the next episode, I think we'll work on getting Field 9 seeded. Gummy bear breaks. We'll work on getting Field 9 seeded with some grass. We'll maybe do a contract. Something along those lines. Yes, leave that pointing up the way so it can take people's shins out. But for today, all that's left to do is have a look at Field 9 fertilised state and see if it's all fertilised. Not all of it, but enough of it. That's fine. I will also have a look at what other fields we have. We've got Field 28, which I believe is corn. Field 23, which is oats. That'll be worth a good bit. Field 12, was that barley? That is. Field 28 might be ready in the next episode, possibly. And the other two, it doesn't look like they will be, potentially. We'll find out. But, like I said, if there's any machines you'd like to see me get, or anything, any job in particular you'd like to see me do, leave me a comment and let me know, and I'll do my best to accommodate. And yeah, I look forward to recording the next episode. Thank you all very kindly for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.